Hey guys, what is up? It is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of 7 Around 7. And specifically today, we're going to take a look at another point. We're calling this one the offensive forehand rally ball 2.0. And this week, we're going to work on this shot, right? We're going to work on this rally ball. We're going to try to take it up a notch, kick it up a notch so that we're not quite so passive with it, not only mindset-wise, but also technique-wise. And at the same time, make sure that we're, not risking more errors with it, right? We got to solve that big problem with the rally ball, the forehand especially, where it tends to land short and sit up for the opponent. And a lot of that is technique, right? It's just sometimes it's the grip, sometimes it's the swing shape, sometimes it's a number of different things. But we got to solve that problem in terms of that forehand, quote unquote, rally ball not landing short anymore. And I want you to be thinking less about this is going to be about more power. It's not going to be really about more power. It's going to be kind of more of a two-shot mindset play. And but there's 3 keys to the technique that I want to get to you. In fact, this Thursday, I've got a brand new course coming out, and I'm going to show you those three keys to the technique so that you can take your forehand, your standard forehand rally ball, kick it up a notch, and let's make it a whole lot more offensive than what it's been. So guys, I guess that's it. Let's kind of get straight into today's video, and here we go. This is from a point. Let's see, the Houston Indoors, National 70 Indoors, a couple years ago. And this is just, obviously a standard return to serve, nice and simple in terms of the backhand slice, not trying to go heavy, trying to be efficient, and just keeping it deep enough that it doesn't give the opponent an opportunity to be able to approach. So here comes... And again, you know what? I keep harping on this, that we've got to start playing more inside the baseline than not, right? In anticipation of always thinking that whatever shot we play back could produce a short ball, right? And if you've got an opponent who likes to drop shot from time to time, then you know what? This is where you got to play. At the same time, you've got to be able to learn that if they do play if they do play a deep ground stroke with you inside the baseline here, you've got to start getting comfortable with being able to pick the ball up in the rise and not just totally retreat. So here's going to be this forehand rally ball. And for me on this particular shot, I've definitely got choices, right? I could go cross court. I could go up the middle. I could go up the line. Probably not play a dropper here. I could, depending on what had been shown earlier in the match. But for me on this one, I've decided that I'm going to roll this up the line, right? And it actually gets closer to the line than my intention. I'm going to show you where it lands. It lands here, which is only maybe, half a foot from the sideline. But my intention is more in here, right? And look, this is classic in terms of the reality of what we do with our shot execution, right? We might have this rally ball to go up and to land 3 feet inside the sideline, right? And again, I don't want to drive this ball. I don't want to drive it like just barely over the top of the net with power, because if I do that, now all of a sudden you've given that opponent the ball and you're still kind of hung out here to dry in this part of the court, right? But for me, my intention here is 3 feet inside, and let's just kind of see what we get, right? Well, in this case here, it ends up being better than I intended. I see I've got my guy stretched out, and now it's the mindset is let's take advantage of that. right? So look, part of kicking up a notch on the rally ball is being able to think of it as a two-shot play, right? You might come away with this shot of going 3 feet inside the sideline up high, right? Not a total looper, but a safe margin safe margin over the top of the net. That's your intention. I'm not thinking anything more at this point than, well, wait a minute, maybe I played that thing a little bit better than my intention. So I'm not going to sit and wait back, right? I'm not gonna then just kind of shuffle side to side, go back in the middle of the court. I'm going to think I got to take time away from the next shot, right? And in this case, it worked out better than I intended. I got a really short lob, and from right here, it's just waiting, committing, and just pounding away the overhead. So let's kind of go back on this and let's look at the point in real time, right? And again, I want you understanding that part of an offensive rally ball is could you come in behind it, right? And I think too often we've just been super passive with playing a rally ball and never thinking that it could be a two-shot opportunity to be able to move forward. The difference there is that I love this guy. Sashi, laugh out loud. You don't know how to play tennis and you are teaching people here. You're the man, Sashi. Way to go, dude. Anyway, I'm glad you're laughing. I'm glad I'm making your day. And go bug somebody else. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I mean, I think we've been too passive with the rally ball, thinking court position wise that it's just always going to be an in-play shot that we get to sort of play safe. At worst, it keeps the point neutral, and then we go ahead and move back to the middle of the court. And that's not the case. There's way too many times where either intentionally or unintentionally you play a ball that is intended as a rally ball, but it ends up being better than that. And I want you to always be thinking that the intention is, sure, I'm going to go ahead and play a ball there, but I got to be feeling as I hit the ball, is this a little bit better than just a standard rally ball? Could I get in behind it? So my mindset's always a two-shot play, always. And I want you to be thinking about the same thing. Guys, this Thursday, can't remember if I mentioned this at the top. This Thursday, I've got a brand new course coming out. And what I want to show you in that course are the 3 keys, the 3 technique keys to be able to be more offensive with your forehand rally ball. And it's not about power. It's not about risking a lower target or a lower spot above the top of the net. It's something totally different. So I've got 3 technique keys. It's a short course, very reasonably priced. I'll announce it Thursday when it's available for you. But I'm looking forward to helping you with your topspin forehand rally ball. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's make it better than just a standard passive ho-hum. It's in play. Worst case, it's neutral, right? All right, guys, that's it for me today. We're about 9 minutes right now. Harris, good to hear from you. Glad that you agree with me. See, our boy Sashi is I love it. Got to have a hater now and then, right? Just if you don't have a hater out there, no matter what you're doing, you're probably lying to someone. At least that was sort of my thing when I was working at clubs, is that if you were a yes man to every possible member, a yes man to every possible group, you probably weren't taking the stand. You probably were not. You probably weren't telling the truth to somebody. Anyway, guys, that's it. As always, it's time. Before it's time, any questions, any comments, especially about your topspin forehand rally ball, let me know down below in the comments area. And then if you want to keep it private, just shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. Sashi, would love to hear from you, man. Let's have a little discussion. Want to know what's going on with your tennis game, if anything. Oh, ouch. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. It's time. Let's get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.